Hey, hun, how was work?
It was alright. I don't know. I'm just not sure that teaching is really my thing anymore.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm thinking of asking the head of the department if I could scale back my teaching duties. Maybe focus more on research.
Well, you'll have the long weekend, and we're going camping with my old roommate and her boyfriend. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, really cool.
I know you're nervous about camping, but I think you're really going to love it.
And why is that?
Because it's nature. It's inspiring, like all of the writers and poets you teach.
Well, maybe not for long. Who knows?
You'd really give up being a professor? But you're tenure track.
Yeah, they say that, but things can change. Have you seen all the cutbacks that they've been doing?
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it's only a matter of time before they come for me next.
Well, let's hope not.
Sorry, it's got me stressed, and you know I'm not always great at having fun with real people.
I know, you're just shy.
Maybe I am.
But you don't have to be. Yolanda and Quentin are very cool people.
So she was your, roommate back then? Back in the day?
Yep, she lived with me on Montague Street. Feels like 100 years ago.
How long did you two live together?
4 whole years. Can you believe that? But God, it feels like so much happened in those 4 years.
So you were in your early 20s then?
Yep, early to mid.
Well, that's quite an age to be a couple of girls sharing a flat.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, the parties and all.
Jake, we didn't have any parties.
Oh, really? Not a banger once in a while? No boys?
Yolanda met her boyfriends at their places.
Uh-huh. And what about you?
I never had any boyfriends until I met you.
And I still find that very hard to believe.
Believe what you want. We had our fun, but I was the good girl in the relationship.
Really? You? Shocking.
Yeah, nothing changed much, right? She is fun, though, and she'd have your back in a street fight, but I have to warn you, she can be a lot at first.
Huh?
You'll see what I mean.
And Quentin, what does he do?
He's a janitor at Kennedy.
Kennedy High School?
Yeah.
Wow, your friend is dating a high school janitor? So I'm going camping with a high school janitor. Crazy.
Oh, so just because you're a professor means you can look down on him?
I just hope that we can carry on a conversation.
Well, try your hardest for me, okay, you pompous jerk?
Ugh, okay. But if we get eaten by bears, I'm blaming you.
Melania! Oh my god! How excited are you? I know, we're finally doing this thing, aren't we? We haven't seen each other in years. And I haven't met your husband, which I can't even believe, by the way. Where was I when you two got married, anyway? I can't even remember. Everything is just such a blur these days, you know what I mean? Yeah, sure, things move fast. I think you were in Seattle at the time? Oh, wow. Seattle? Has it been that long? Yeah, we hadn't seen each other for over 3 years then, and it was supposed to be a big reunion, remember? And you've been married for 3 years already! Oh, I feel terrible. I mean, we haven't seen each other in 6 years? By my calculations, that's right. Well, once again, I am just so happy, and you're going to love the campsite. So you've been there? Oh yes, Quentin and I go there all the time. He's a very big outdoorsman. Very big. I'm excited to meet him, so tell me more about him. Well, he's a custodian at Kennedy, as you know, and he's not ashamed of it at all. Oh, no, of course not, nor should he be. Okay, good. I just wanted to check with you. He can get very sensitive about people looking down on his profession. Well, we don't, I assure you. And your husband is a professor. Wow, that must be something, huh? Oh, it's all right. Well, Quentin is very knowledgeable too, you know, and not just about the best sawdust to put on children's vomit. Great. What's he into? He's a musician, and he's bringing his guitar. Won't that be great? We can sit around the fire and listen to his newest songs. Oh, great. That sounds like a lot of fun. He really is a wonderful musician and a great guy, really, truly. I believe you, Yolanda. Oh, and there's hiking up there too, and all sorts of stuff. Did I mention that? You're mentioning a lot right now. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited, and I'm so excited for the drive up too. It's going to be so much fun. Road trip. Okay, Yolanda, well, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Honey, why did I let you talk me into this?
Oh, come on, seriously, you aren't having fun with Quentin out there?
When he said he wanted to take me on a hike to get to know me better, I didn't realize I was going to be hearing his whole life story.
Well, that's what getting to know someone is, Jake, asking them questions about themselves.
He's not asking me any questions, and I'm not asking him either. He's just talking, babbling, blah, blah, blah.
So you're just texting me while he's walking and talking?
No, we stopped off at some ravine or something so that he could pee.
Oh, great. Well, I guess we are in the great outdoors. It's only natural.
Yeah, well, if I have to smell his pee, I'm out of here, Melania. He's so weird.
So if you two had a lot in common, you wouldn't mind smelling his pee?
Shut up. Don't be glib with me. I hate glibness.
Don't tell me to shut up. Do you want to get out of these woods alive?
Okay. You're right. I'm sorry.
You can stuff your sorries in a sack, mister.
Well, what else do we have planned for the evening?
Yolanda has some games or something that she's brought with her, so that should be fine. And we'll have a fire. And, of course, booze.
Yeah, well, it's about time.
Yeah, maybe that will loosen you up.
Hey, I'm plenty loose.
Are you kidding? You even look like you have a stick up your butt on this trip.
I just don't like the country. I'm a city boy, remember?
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean you have to act like you're better than everybody else.
What? Who's doing that?
You, when you belittle those kids at that last gas station we stopped at for snacks.
Ugh, really? Those rednecks were totally out of line.
Still, you didn't have to say that about their dads. You're lucky you didn't get your ass beat.
Oh, so you're saying I couldn't take a bunch of kids?
Not those kids you couldn't, and I just hope they didn't overhear Yolanda tell the clerk where we were going.
Ugh, what is Quentin doing back there?
He's still back there peeing? Maybe you ought to check him.
Okay, fine. Hold on.
Yeah, because there are bears out there.
Oh my god.
What? What's wrong?
He was pooping, Melania. He was pooping in the woods.
Hey, babe, what's up? Just wanted to let you know that Quentin and I went for an early morning hike. Yolanda, did you hear those sounds last night? No, I put my earplugs in and took a sleeping pill. And plus, after all of that wine, I would have slept through anything. Quentin, too. Why? What did it sound like? Well, it was like 3:30 in the morning, and it sounded like an animal sounds way far off. Like an animal, I don't know, hurt or something? Oh no, that's so sad. Did it finally stop and die? I don't know. I mean, it did stop, but the thing is, Yolanda, it sounded sort of human. Human? What do you mean human? You know, like you and me, our species? That's impossible. There's no one out here but us. You're just trying to freak me out. Why would I do that? Just like when we lived together, remember? You'd read me those stories from that book of yours, that scary stories thing. Oh, right. I totally forgot about that. I'd read you those stories and you'd totally freak out. And I haven't forgotten it. Come on, you loved them. No, I did not. You know how irrationally afraid of things I get. Well, yeah, that's definitely true. I can't help it. It was how I grew up. Scared of everything, I know. The closet door was open. That meant I couldn't sleep. My feet hanging over the sides of the bed? Nope, a monster will grab my ankles. It's interesting that you love camping so much considering you have the same fears as a child. I didn't say I still had them, at least not until someone like you brings them out. Okay, sorry. I'm sure that it really was just a poor dying animal. Ugh. I'm so glad I didn't hear it. Yeah, well, me too. So, what do you think of Quentin? Isn't he great? Yeah, he knows so much about the outdoors and the bird calls and flowers. Yes, well, opposites attract in that regard. I have zero interest in that stuff. Well, he seems like a really sweet guy. I'm happy for you, Yolanda. And Jake he's a very smart guy and so cute. Oh, yeah, he can clean up well. Not here, of course. You don't have a huge interest in literature. And I'll be honest, I was zoning in and out a little bit when he was lecturing about David Foster Wallace. Right, he can do that. And I can see how his voice would be so soothing, you know? Like it puts you right to sleep. He sometimes does. Does he? When you can't sleep, do you just ask him for his latest lecture? Well, my insurance may not cover a sleeping pill, so that's cheaper and usually faster. Oh, Melania, you're a riot. Thanks, Yolanda. We'll be back in a while. Maybe we'll play some more poker. Sure, that would be fun. But first, Quentin and I found a nice little spot to play Adam and Eve. Well, watch out for ticks then. Bye.
Melania, what the hell? First, Quentin sincerely wants everyone to play strip poker, and then Yolanda's walking around topless?
I know. It was really weird. At least I was able to talk Quentin out of taking his shirt off.
So what should we do? Leave or something? Go home?
Well, we can't just take the car and leave, Jake. How would they get home?
I don't know. It's just...
Look, calm down. I'll talk to her, okay? I'll talk to Yolanda and tell her that you aren't comfortable with that kind of exposure.
I'm not comfortable. I'm not, and you are?
No, I'm not comfortable with it either, but I'm just capable of dealing with it and laughing it off.
Well, I'm sorry that I can't do that, Melania, but when I'm uncomfortable in a social situation, I have to complain. You know that by now.
Yes, believe me, I do.
So what are you going to say to her?
I'll just tell her that we both really appreciate their free-swinging, free-spirited attitudes, but we're a little more prudish.
Yeah, that's right. Say prudish. It makes us look pathetic. Wait, no. Say shy. Yeah, being shy is good.
And then we can just move on from this and continue our trip?
Yeah, fine. Of course. We are still going fishing later, right?
Yes, Jake, we are.
Hey, Jake. What's up, brother? Where are you?
Oh, hey, Quentin, how's it going? We just went down to the river to get a jump on the fishing.
Oh, well, cool, man. I didn't know you were into fishing.
Oh, sure, yeah. Going back to childhood.
Really? But I thought you were a city boy.
Well, yeah, I am, but, I had an uncle who lived sort of off the grid.
Oh, off the grid, huh?
Well, not really off the grid. He just had some property out in the, woods.
Oh, well, that must be nice. And there was fishing out there?
Oh, yeah, trout, bass, marlin.
You say marlin?
When it was in season.
Well, anyway, listen. I feel a little bit bad about what happened earlier, and I just wanted to say I was sorry about all of that.
All what, Quentin?
Getting all excited about playing strip poker and all. That was a little bit out of line.
Uh-huh. And what about your girlfriend walking around naked? Was that out of line?
I was getting to that. And she wasn't naked, by the way. But I have to ask, why does that make you so uncomfortable?
You have to ask why everyone being naked makes me so uncomfortable?
I get why you wouldn't want to see me naked. I'm a high school janitor. But Yolanda sure is something, don't you think?
I suppose she's very attractive, but still, it's totally inappropriate to walk around half naked.
Then I apologize on behalf of Yolanda, too. All right, brother? That good?
Yeah, that's good, I guess.
So, how about we forget about all of this and get down to some fishing, my man?
You know, actually, I don't really think they're biting, Quentin.
Oh, they aren't? But I heard that the river was stacked with fish.
Well, I don't think so. Sorry. I think we're going to head back now.
Oh, well, okay. I guess we'll try again later then.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Of course. Well, I guess we'll see you in a bit.
Oh, I meant to ask you, Jake. Did you hear any weird noises last night? Maybe about 3:30 in the morning?
Wait, you heard that too?
I was sort of in and out of my drug haze. I thought maybe I was hallucinating. I guess I wasn't.
What was that? Do you think it was an animal?
I don't know, man. If it was an animal, that poor thing must have been created in a lab.
What?
Yeah, man, like some genetically engineered woods monster or something.
Come on, stop it. You're putting me on. Did you hear it or not?
I just asked you if you heard it.
Well, if you don't know what it is, then I have a feeling we're in big trouble.
Reminds me of that story we read in high school, the one with the Viking dude and monster.
You mean Beowulf?
Yeah, Beowulf. Maybe it's him.
No, Beowulf was the Viking dude. Grendel was the monster.
Oh, I guess I don't remember that part.
Maybe you didn't finish it.
What?
Nothing. Just joking.
What kind of a joke is that? You're implying I'm too stupid to have finished the book?
No, Quentin, not at all.
Well, I suppose I'm smart enough to know that you're lying right now, that you said something insulting and thought you could get away with it.
No, definitely not. I swear, Quentin.
You think you're so special just because you're a college professor and I'm just a high school janitor?
No, honestly, I don't. I love high school janitors.
Oh, you do you?
I mean, they are the unsung heroes of the education system, if you ask me.
I didn't ask you.
Okay, sorry. It's just with the bathrooms and the vomit.
High school kids don't throw up everywhere, Jake.
Well, I'm sure they present their own number of problems.
Well, how how's this for a problem? Yolanda and I will be taking our tent to the campsite downriver.
What, really?
That's right, if you're going to look down on us.
I don't look down on her.
Then we're sure as heck not looking up to you.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, Quentin. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, well, way to ruin the trip, Jagoff.
Melania, are you awake? Please tell me you hear that too.
Hear what? What is it?
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like someone is throwing rocks into the river or something.
No, I can't hear it. But it's probably just frogs jumping around or something.
Frogs? How big are these frogs?
It's just nature sounds. I don't know. Just go back to sleep. Didn't you take one of your sleeping pills?
Yes, and I'm groggy as hell, but it was so loud that it woke me up.
And it's still going on?
No, it stopped just a little bit ago. Maybe I'm hallucinating from the pill.
What about Quentin? Is he awake?
He drank so much whiskey last night. I just hope he wakes up in the morning.
Oh, geez. Well, I hope he does.
He took that fight with Jake pretty hard last night. After we set up our own campsite, he started hitting the whiskey pretty hard.
Well, I just can't believe what happened. I don't know why Jake can't just relax.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm so glad you did.
Yeah, I mean, Quentin shouldn't have said the stuff he said either, but...
What do you mean? Like what?
Well, about all professors being gay and stuff.
What? He did not say that. He would never say that.
Wait, what?
He's a big supporter of that community.
You mean professors?
No! I can't believe that your husband lied to you about what my Quentin said.
Lied? You're saying he's a liar?
Of course I'm saying he's a liar. That never happened.
I don't really appreciate you calling my husband a liar, Yolanda.
And I don't appreciate your husband insulting my boyfriend's intelligence.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Oh, of course. The great professor left out the part where he said Quentin couldn't even get through a whole book.
He said that?
That's right, he did, and he was arrogant enough to think that Quentin wouldn't catch on.
I don't know about that. That seems a little bit made up to me.
Well, he wasn't making it up.
I'm sure that he just misunderstood or something.
He even named the book. Beowulf. Have you heard of it? I think that's how you spell it.
Oh, that's very specific.
Yeah, well, ask him about it. See what he says. I'm sure he'll lie all about it. I heard that splash again.
Wait a minute, I think I'm hearing it over on our side of the river too now.
You are? What does it sound like? Big? Spelunking?
Yes, that is so weird. I think it's getting louder. Jake is awake now.
Is he freaking out?
What do you mean by that? Are you saying he's a coward?
Well, yeah, basically.
Okay, you're kind of right. He is freaking out.
Quentin's awake. He wants to go down there and check it out.
What, is he crazy? It could be some river monster or a serial killer or something.
I can't talk him out of anything, Melania. He's very stubborn.
Does he have a weapon or anything?
Just an empty whiskey bottle.
Okay, well, that should do.
He's going to need backup. Tell Jake to get down there, too.
Jake? Oh, I don't know if that's going to happen, Yolanda.
Come on, he needs some support. Tell him to be a man and get down there.
I can try, but...
Oh, screw it. I'll do it myself. Listen, college boy, I need you to grow a pair and get down there and inspect these weird noises with my boyfriend.
Yolanda, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? Are your legs broken?
You don't understand. No one understands.
No one understands what?
I only came out here to be a good husband. I hate the woods, and to be honest, I'm afraid of them.
You're afraid of the woods?
At night, at least. It was because of this book my brother read me when I was a kid. Scary Stories something.
Oh my god, you too?
You're scared of the woods too?
No, but I know that book. And your wife used to torment me with it all night, reading those awful stories.
She did? She did that to me once too. Or at least tried to. As soon as I saw the cover, it went right into the garbage.
Well, she must have a cruel streak in her.
You have no idea.
Well, whatever, Jake. It doesn't matter. You need to get down there. It's your fault that he's all by himself anyway. You're the one that insulted him and forced us to move.
But I did not. I didn't insult him.
He's not stupid, Jake. He's a very smart man, and you haven't noticed because your head's been too far up your butt.
I'm sure he is.
And I'm sure you're a great guy too, Jake, but I sure wouldn't be able to tell from your behavior on this trip.
My behavior? Who are you to criticize my behavior? I'm a professor.
Yeah, but you don't even have tenure.
But I'm going to. I'm on the tenure track.
Then why is Melania telling me that you don't have the guts to go for it?
What? What do you mean?
That you don't have the courage to succeed. That you're afraid to.
She didn't say that. That's crazy.
Well, I don't know. You seem to be living the example right now, Jake.
All right, fine. I'll go down there and back him up, but I need a flashlight or something.
No, you can't use a flashlight. It could give you away.
Okay, then what am I going to do? Just use the moonlight?
Yes, the moonlight.
And what about a weapon? I'm going to need a weapon, right?
Just go grab a stick or something. Be resourceful. Be a man.
Ugh, fine. I'll try. Honey, you won't believe this. We're under attack.
What? What do you mean, Jake? What's going on?
It's those kids from the gas station.
You mean the ones you were bullying?
I wasn't bullying them.
Yeah, you kind of were.
Well, they are down here and they're throwing rocks at us. Rocks, Melania. I got hit with a rock.
You did? In the head?
Yes, in the head, and it's bleeding.
Just run back to the campsite, Jake. Retreat! Retreat!
I don't know. I think we should fight.
Fight? You're going to fight a bunch of kids? Where's Quentin?
He's missing in action, the wuss. That's it. I'm going in, Mel.
Jake, don't. Hey, did you make it back home okay? Yeah, thanks for asking. And I'm so sorry about all of this, Yolanda. My husband totally ruined this camping trip. What a disaster. Yeah, well, I guess it's a good story to tell. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be telling anyone for a long time. So how's Jake's head? How many stitches did he get? Just 3, but he cried the whole time. Well, hun, I'm sorry that we suggested camping. Maybe we should go to the beach or something. That's okay. None of this is your fault. You were just trying to be nice. I guess I always knew that Jake was kind of arrogant about his profession and all, but I didn't know he was so mean about it. You mean you didn't know that he looked down on working people like my Quentin? No, and I didn't know that he was a liar either. So he came clean, huh? Yeah, and I'm sorry again for that. He told you that Quentin never said that thing about professors all being gay? Yeah, he came clean, and he couldn't really explain why he would do it either. No offense, hun, but who is this husband of yours? Well, I thought I knew, but maybe I didn't. Maybe this whole trip has shown me what he's finally turned into. And what is that? I don't know, a jerk, a schmuck. I would describe him as both of those things. I've tried with him, I really have. We've been in counseling, you know. No, of course I didn't know. We barely talk, remember? Yeah, I guess you're right, and that's my fault. No, it's a two-way street, right? But now we've ruined this trip, too. Maybe we'll try again next year. And maybe without Jake. Yeah, he can stay home. No, I mean, well, I guess maybe it's time I sit down and do some serious thinking. A few weeks later, Melania sat Jake down and they had a long discussion. Finally, after a lot of heartbreak, they decided it was best to begin divorce proceedings. Jake decided not to pursue his tenure and quit academia to focus on writing survivalist horror fiction, hoping to conquer his fear of the woods. The next year, Yolanda, Quentin, and Melania went camping again, along with Melania's new boyfriend, Steve. They made sure to not upset the locals.